If you think Shadow Sudowoodo is a meme for this cup, watch this. And hello, Team video. Today we're gonna take a look at my first 3 sets that I did for this cup. All battles are in here because they went so fast. This team makes battles so insanely fast, and I went 12-3 with this team. I didn't expect this, especially because I started with 2 losses. I'm not sure if it's starting here as well with 2 losses. Like, again, battles are usually randomized in the videos I do. I just put them in, like, I don't know in which order they get in there. But yeah, like, I went in with 2 losses and then only lost 1 more time in the next 13 battles, which was insane. This team worked out so well, which I didn't expect, even though there are a lot of flaws that this team still has. For example, Blaziken lead would be one of those, but you're still going to be able to get them low. Pelipper is a pretty awkward Pokemon to face, but we faced it a lot of times and still were able to handle it. So we're going to see here in this video, definitely, while it's spicy and like funny, you see here at least how to do something with it, which is going to be interesting. We're going to see here that we can farm down the opponent. They can still get to another move, but we are resisting it. We have the Shadow Sudowoodo here. This is most likely not the ideal matchup for this Pokemon. I think this might be a loss here as well. But Shadow Sudowoodo is a lot of fun. Like, I didn't expect it. This Pokemon was not the best Pokemon that I had. Yeah, I'm going to forfeit here. But it was a fun Pokemon to use, and it had a lot of times really great success hitting those Meteor Beams. A lot of people weren't expecting it. A lot of fun. Like, honestly, cannot say it too much. It's just crazy. You're going to see it anyway. This video is going to be so much fun. We will see here the Bomber Snow getting farmed down. Have fun with your Powder Snow against my Blaziken. Blaziken now has a lot of energy. Can go for one Blast Burn here against the opponent's Lantern. Going to be able to do a ton of damage and getting to another one as well here. Putting them low or getting the shield. Let's see. We're going to be able to actually get the shield, which is amazing, as we can now take this move, get some more damage on them, and we can swap into our Sudowoodo soon against this Cradilly, and you see counter is just adding up here. We will be able to go ahead and shield up the Grass Knot. I was a little bit late in swapping in. I most likely shouldn't go for the Rock Slide here and just go for the Meteor Beam just for the memes, but I want to play it safe a little bit at least here. Going to get the shield. I will be able to farm them all the way down, and maybe we can beam at the end, which I don't think we get there, but we will see. Let's see. Can we beam at the end? We just need one more fast move there, and sadly they're going to forfeit before. In general, average time for one battle here with this team was around 2 minutes, which is insane if you just take the actual battle time and not like the pre-stuff and the stuff afterwards, after you won the battle, around like 1 minute and 50 seconds. And so if you want to get your battles done quick, this team works out really well for that. This cup in general, as I also said before already, is a very fast cup because there's not a lot of bulk, or if there's bulk like this Bastion in here, there are a lot of Pokemon that can counter it. Here in this scenario, we're of course a little bit locked into it, and it's like a very bad matchup in general for us this entire game so far. Let's see what we can still do here. We can shield up the move from the Bastion. We will be able to now go ahead and hopefully... Oh, we see a Warren there. We're going to go straight for the Meteor Beam. Sure, went for it a little bit earlier. One earlier would have been definitely better off for me. And I think if I went for one earlier, I might have been able to win this matchup here as well, because they're just barely surviving here on a few HP, and I think if I just went for the one, maybe I would have actually been able to also knock them out here. Sadly, I think that was the second loss that I got here. Very close one still. Sadly, wasn't able to win this, but yeah, next game, kind of horrible lead there. I mean, it's my own fault to kind of suggest this Pokemon in the lead anyway. But we will see now an Empoleon coming in. Sometimes I use the Sudowoodo there because I expect that the opponent might have a Swampert in the back, like the team that I showcased earlier on the channel. If you want to see a more try-hard team, I mean, this team worked out amazingly. But if you want to see more one of the meta teams that works out, where you most likely have the Pokemon already, there's already a video about the Great League version of this cup on my channel from earlier today, where I did some battles against like some people from Twitter, and there's also a top teams video. So if you're interested in some good teams for this cup, there are a lot of videos on my channel already. As we see a Kingdra against us, this is a good counter against my Pokemon here. We're running Blast Burn here, by the way. I would suggest you to go for most likely the Brave Bird, especially for Pelipper, but I didn't really want to TM away the Blast Burn there, and for me, at the end of the day, I don't think I lost a matchup because I didn't have Brave Bird, so I think I'm fine. They're gonna go straight for the Outrage, and I will be able to farm them all the way down there. Goodbye, Kingdra. Next game, they're all gonna go so quick. Araquanid is horrible for me. Araquanid is a tricky Pokemon to beat as well. We see a Swampert coming in, you think, oh god, this is going to be a hard match up there, but actually, especially Shadow Swampert is a really cool matchup for Blaziken because you are going to be able to farm them all the way down. And this is the main thing here. You will be able to just go ahead and shield up the move coming in. I'm going to be the Hydro Cannon. I can farm them all the way. Have a ton of energy. I can realign my Pokemon. I can go for the potential Brave Bird here. Of course, Blast Bird now against the Araquanid. Also here, Brave Bird would have been better. Maybe if I lose this game, might have been significant, but we can still get to another Blast Bird here anyway. Blast Burn coming through now, gonna get no shielded, gonna nearly knock them out. They're going to try to knock me out now, which is fine, so we will be able to take this move. I can go into my Sudowoodo and we see a Piloswine coming in. Piloswine will get hit by this Rock Slide here. Let's see, they're going to shield it up most likely, as exactly as I do here, and I will be able to take this move. And I think it's going to knock me out though. Yeah, it's going to knock me out, but I can go into my Abomas now, I can farm them down in time. I think even the move wouldn't have killed me, maybe put me into range though. But yeah, this is going to be a very good one. Core breaker for this team, Tentacruel. Don't know how I managed this matchup, especially with a Saystop of Pelipper here. Not ideal at all. We will be able to go for one Blast Burn. They're going to shield this move up because it could have been also already a Brave Bird, which would have allowed me to realign. We see the Weather Ball coming through, and we will be able to go ahead and go to our Abomasnow now. My plan is here to just farm all the way down and try to go for one Energy Ball, hoping that they're going to go for Hurricane here, but they're going to go for Weather Ball, which is going to be a little bit more annoying because they can go for another one now as well. And we will see now the opponent come actually into a Blaziken, which is horrible as well because it counters my entire team. Basically, like, this was the hardest counter that was possible for my team. So here's my third loss, meaning basically I think everything coming up now going to be a good win there. I had 2 6-game win streaks with this team, which is kind of nice as well as we face off against a horrible Pokemon to face with this team again, Toxapex. But also we have the move Meteor Beam, and they don't respect it. They should have, for sure, because it's going to hurt a lot, and we will be able to now go ahead, shield the move up, going to be able to get to the farm down here, have nearly 2 moves stored. And if you enjoy the Sudowoodo action here with Meteor Beam, please leave a like on the video. Also, let me know in the comment section what you are running currently for this cup. Are you still playing Open Great League? Are you playing this cup? I'm most likely not going to do too many videos for this cup. Maybe I ask my friend the AI again for a good team for this cup, but we have to see about that one. Otherwise, yeah, please leave a like on the video. Helps out a ton as we can catch the Stone Edge here coming in from the Quagsire. Still, maybe was not the smartest idea, but we see the Stance coming through now, which we still be able to knock them out, and it's going to be a good game again. So yeah, the Quagsire are going to go down here as well. Goodbye there. A really horrible matchup, still being able to win this. Cradilly coming in here. Kind of something I want to see with my back then, so I'm going to swap out immediately into my Blaziken. They're going to stay in for a little bit and go into their Lantern now. This is not ideal, especially as they're going to go ahead and go straight for the Surf there, and I was kind of like, I think by 1 turn or like half a turn realigned or something. So I will be able to go now, go for the shield, go for the Blast Burn, get my shield back, and get to not another move, sadly. Fine for me though, I can let this move go through, going to be fine. I can go for my Abomas now and farm them all the way down. They're still going to get to another Surf, but they don't throw here. Fine for me. Let's see what they're going to go into. They're going to go into their Araquanid. This is kind of awkward. I have to go for... yeah, I have to go for some Rock Slides here, I guess. I hopefully will be able to survive at least one move here. I can go for one Rock Slide now. Let's see how much damage it's going to do. Do they shield this move up? They do not shield this move up, and we're going to get them pretty low already. That's kind of nice. They sadly still get to another move in time, and I decide to let this move go through. It's going to be a Bubble Beam, of course. I can farm down the Araquanid now, and I have a ton of energy already. And this ton of energy is hopefully enough to reach 2 Weather Balls in time with my Razor Leaf version of the Abomasnow here, as we can hit this next Weather Ball as well. We will be able to get to one more fast move. We would survive another Grass Knot, so it's safe to go for another fast move there. Go for the Weather Ball and knock them out. Super effective hit. Cradilly says goodbye. This entire team basically beats Cradilly, which is kind of cool. Sandslash here. We see a Quillfish coming in. It's again, like for Sandslash, usually I actually go into my Abomasnow because, not into my Abomasnow, into my Sudowoodo, of course, because it's going to be a better matchup. With the Blaziken later on, so I will also actually hit the Rock Slide here, which is very important because I didn't really have an answer for Quillfish with this team. But hitting this move definitely helps out a lot, as I can now realign. They are going into their Seeking, and they're seeking this Meteor Beam here, as we will be able to sadly not connect here. But we're still going to be able to get the attack boost, get the shield, and we can also keep the shield here for my Blaziken later on. Icy Wind doesn't do too much. I can swap out and I can farm them all the way down. This is going to be a pretty easy matchup now. Ice Punch coming through, Ice Punch going to get no shielded, of course. We see the Sea King coming in, and we will be able to just go ahead and farm them all the way down. One shield up here. Icy Wind wouldn't even KO us, but better be safe than sorry here, I guess, winning this game as well. Next game coming up, let's see what's coming up here. We're going to see the Bomb of Snow against a Pelipper. Horrible matchup again. How do you deal with that? You're going to stay in here. You win this in 2 shields as far as I know. But if they go ahead and throw the move that timing here, I feel like they go for a Weather Ball. And in this scenario, I just kind of feel like it's better to just get the shield advantage here, try to get some energy on your other Pokemon later on, especially as I swap out here, and hopefully go from there. They're going to not even throw a charge move here, which is amazing for me, as I will be able to go ahead and go for my move here. I make a mistake by not going straight for it, because I was like, maybe they don't go to the Pelipper, but I'm still going to be able to get some energy back here by going for a few more counters, going now for the Blaze Kick, hopefully knocking them out, and hopefully seeing what they have in the back. But they're going to shield this move up. I will be able to shield up their move as well, and I should be able to reach another Blast Burn in time. Let's see what they have in the back. It's going to be the Credilli. I should have went for one more counter. Actually tried to, but it just didn't move in time. But this is enough. I just want to show off my Sudowoodo at the end, so I swapped that in. Against an Outover from YouTube here as well, of course, a fellow YouTuber here. Let's see what we can do against them. We can get a Bastion out of the way. That's kind of fine for me. It's actually a pretty neutral matchup against the Blaziken here. I can go for the Blast Burn immediately. They're going to shield and move up. It's kind of fine. I still will be able to realign. Depends on what they have in the back, but I expect them to have something like Credilli in the back, a team that I also showcased before. This is an anti-meta team that are running here. Don't expect that to see a lot of times Blaziken or especially Sudowoodo from the opponents, but this team is a lot of fun to use, so like highly can recommend it to you. I'm going to actually shield this move up, I think. Yeah, I'm going to shield this move up. Weather Ball coming through, going to be the Credilli in the back, and the Credilli going to love to get hit by this Weather Ball, getting a ton of damage on them. I can farm them down, and just because I just wanted to showcase them the Sudowoodo as well, here we go, just putting it in and winning this game. And next game coming up, Sandsludge against us in the lead. I think this time around I go into the Blaziken exactly, and we gotta get greeted by the Pelipper. And at this point of time, I'm pretty sure it's my team. I'm pretty sure it's the team that I showcased earlier today. So if you're a fellow member of the channel, you can say hi in the comment section if I'm correct about that. But yeah, we will be able to get a shield here, which is amazing. If they didn't shield there, I think I would have been able to realign, which would have been crucial for me at least. So all well played there, and I'm going to make a mistake here by letting this move go through. They're actually going to go for the crazy hard-hitting move, and like there's no way we can win this here, right? We have a Sudowoodo. They have a Swampert in the back, and this is going to be a tough one in general. They're going to go into their Sandslash now, which actually will have to take this Rock Slide here as well. I see P-Tide on them. I will be able to knock them out, and now we see the Swampert coming in, Shadow Swampert. We're going to go straight for it. Beam and bye. We're going to be able to raise our attack and farm them all the way down. Goodbye there, good game there. Going into the final one for today. I think it's the final one. Is it? No, maybe there are actually still 2 left. There are like 2 minutes left, and for this cup, this doesn't mean anything. We will be able to go ahead and go against another Swampert here. It's actually worth it for me to shield this move up, especially as I can better realign later on, having a little bit more time from the switch clock. I can go for one Blaze Kick here, and they're forced to either commit 2 shields here, or allow me to win back switch advantage. Either scenario, I will be able to get some kind of advantage here, and I'm going to take the switch advantage, of course, because I don't want to have the Bomber Snow lined up against their Pokemon that they had before. And we see a Lantern coming in now, which is amazing, as we can go for one more charge move here. Blast Burn going to definitely destroy them. They are going to put them nearly at even red health already. They swap into their Sandslash, and they already forfeit before I can even swap out, which is interesting because, I don't know, maybe they saw my video as well and saw that this was a team that I suggested for people to run. And final game, we see another horrible lead with the Pelipper. You see, like, I wasn't even lucky with, like, the matchups or whatever. I actually had a lot of horrible leads against me, but I still came back with a lot of damage that's just coming from the fast move of this team. Like, you have double counter plus Razor Leaf. That's a lot of fast move pressure that you have, especially as well then with the Chartreuse coming in there with Blast Burn, with the Meteor Beam, just hurting hard. We see another fellow Sudowoodo user here. Very cool to see those fake trees just happy at each other, smiling there. Going to be able to shield up the move. We see the Credilli coming in, and we're gonna go ahead and go for the Rock Slide. On the Seam P-Tai, could have also went for the Beam. Fine for me though, as I will be able to now get the shield. They can knock me out. I can go for, again, 6 counters, will be able to farm enough, and this is going to be a pretty easy win there now. as I will be able to win the CMP tie as well. I think they didn't even go for it. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did. Sudowoodo was so much fun with Meteor Beam. And again, 12 and 3 run with it. Very, very nice. See you in the next video. Bye bye.